Hey and hello there everyone! Welcome back to the Strike Streams, where I, a voice actor, have not plugged in my Ethernet cables. Hang on, I'll be right back. Hello, I had plugged them in, but it's just they were unplugged, so... Um, so that's why. I was like, I don't recall unplugging them. Because I've left them just, like, plugged in all that. Because I don't have my phone, I've just left my laptop, like, plugged in all the time at the minute, because I need my laptop more. Yeah, it had been unplugged. But anyway, sorry about that. So, anyway. Hey and hello there everyone! Welcome, for real this time, back to the Strike Streams Monday edition, where I, a voice actor, do have my Ethernet cables plugged in, and am shiny hunting because I'm on strike, and you guys know all this and stuff, but we'll maybe talk about it at some point today, or whatever, who knows, or we won't. But lovely to see you all, so let's say hi to some people. So let's say hi to Skywatcher, and Lily, and Gage, and Kiba, and Kevin, and Lara, and Tenchi, and hang on, and I think I already said Kiba, but I didn't say it like that. So, and Kieran, and hang on, who else? Damien, and Xander, and Kakjon, and oh my gosh, so many people here. If you could all please like the video right now, then that would be incredible and good for the numbers and the algorithm and supporting the channel and stuff like that. And also, can I please stop, like, leaving my computer... Again, because I'm using my computer, I keep leaving it, I have to, like, turn the sound on, but then that means that, like, you'll start hearing my Switch noises twice. So forgive me if you could hear Switch noises twice there for a sec. Oh, Stream Elements is live! But yeah, do I have everything that I need? Let's see, that's off, the cable's plugged in, that's on, that's on. Okay, I think we're good. Right, guys, gals, non-binary pals. Oh, on Lara, you fought the Ultra Necrozma for the first time ever. One first time that there were some affection shenanigans involved. Yeah, that is a tough fight, and you have to rely on those, you know... I hate the affection mechanics, but there's usually, like, one point in every couple of games where I'm like, okay, I'm kind of glad those are there. Like the Cynthia BDSP fights and Ultra Necrozma. They're like the two things where it's like, okay, affection, you get a pass in this game. Okay. Hearing a Switch twice, almost like you have a Switch 2. Kevin, I feel like this is the second time you have made some kind of joke about, like, something to do with a Switch and twice, which is funny, because that's like a Nintendo Switch 2. Ba-da-bunch! Okay, anyway, Bark. Gage, 203 shinies! That's very impressive. So yeah, just make a competitive team. Easy to say if you're in the post-game and in a modern game where there's, like, loads of easy-to-access, like, basically, in modern games, you can make any Pokemon competitive. In, like... Well, I mean, for one thing, before you get to the post-game, in any game, that's hard. But, like, in, like, Gen 7, you can't just do that. And the thing with Ultra Necrozma is I think once you go into that wormhole, you are kind of stuck having to fight it if you've saved your game. But yeah, in BDSP, though, the money is terrible. Like, proteins and EV training are, like, really insanely difficult. Like, you can't really get, like, a competitive team for Cynthia. Not that it's impossible, but just, the amount of grinding it would take, and luck and time would just be ridiculous. Like, it's not like in Scarlet and Violet or this game. There are no, like, ability patches, there's no gold and silver bottle caps, there's no mints to change your nature, the proteins and stuff are insanely expensive, it's just, yeah. Right. Chat, my lovely chat. Oh, well, for a Nuzlocke, yeah, you gotta do that. Okay. Right. Let's see what we've got. Okay, so guys, gals, non-binary pals. My tickets are for Yuxi, Thunderous, and Kartana, but we did get a shiny legendary yesterday. A wild card! My second ever wild card, and my second wild card in 2 weeks. 2 weeks after getting the first wild card, I got a second. We got the Black Legging Veramosa. Oh, Genius in Math, welcome back. So yeah, Yuxi, Thunderous, and Kartana, that's who we're going to hunt for first, and then we'll move on to the wild cards. But again, our wild card numbers are slowly dwindling. Well, I say dwindling, but they are slowly going down. We are working our way through. So, chat, my lovely chat, if you are interested in Yuxi, Thunderous, and or Kartana, could you please say, strike, I can do... and then let me know who you can do out of Yuxi, Thunderous, and Kartana, please, okay? This is just so I can figure out what you guys can do, and then I can put you in the appropriate teams. Ready, set, bow. Here we go. Let me know if you're interested in playing. If you're interested in Yuxi, Thunderous, and Kartana, post now. Do it. Ready, set, bow. Go, go, go. Okay. So, let me grab... Oh, I do just need to get my piece of paper. Because I still don't have a phone. That's going to be the same for 2 weeks, but there might be people here who don't realize my phone died. So let me just get my piece of paper and my pen. Oh my gosh, there's so many people. This is going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Oh my gosh, loads of people here today. Okay, so let's see what we've got. Okay, okay. So if there's anyone else, post now or forever hold your peace. But okay. So let me just... this may take a second, because there's so many of you. If Kramen were here, today would be a helpful day. But if not, it's totally okay. Oh no, shiny Poipo. But anyway, Bark, let's see. Okay, so hang on. So, right, team 1 is we're going to do Yuxi first, because there's definitely enough people to do, one of everything today. Let's have Tenchi, because Tenchi can only do Yuxi. Let's have Kieran, because Kieran's, a good Yuxi person. And then why don't we have Damien for the third person, okay? I'm kind of making this up as I go along, and I'm probably going to put someone in, 2 teams here, so I do apologize. So let's do, Kartana second. Let's have, Sky, Onlera, and Gage, maybe? Doop-a-doop-a-doop. And then team 3... I actually need to write the Pokemon, don't I? Otherwise I'm going to get lost. Kartana... I was almost going to say Cart then, which would have been funny. Yuxi... Okay, and then team 3... And then, so that would be everyone who's left over. So, Cac, John, Kevin, and... Hang on, the chat scrolled down, so I'm missing someone. Cac, John, Kevin, and Kiba. It's a special K team! Part 2. The other special K team. Okay. Okie dokie. So, does this sound okay? So, team 1. Tenchi, Kieran, and Damien. We're going to go for Yuxi, okay? Team 2, the other 2 teams will be Kartana and Thunderous. If anyone has any time limitations, maybe let me know, because we could switch Team 2 and 3 around. But for right now, I'm going to say Team 2 is Kartana, Sky, Onlera, and Gage. And then Team 3 for Thunderous is going to be Cac, John, Kevin, and Kiba, okay? So, does that sound good? Does that make sense? Have I put someone in a team twice? Have I put someone for a Pokemon that doesn't sound good? I hope not, but now is the time to, like, yell it with, like, I don't know, an alarm bell emoji or something like that. Okay, so Team 1, let's have some fun. Please connect on the Ycom. As a reminder, this is Tenchi, Kieran, and Damien. And we're going to go for Yuxi, okay? I just like going for Yuxi first, because it's kind of the one I've noticed that generally the fewest number of people can do. So, you guys are going to select anything goes. Why do you all have K names? Because they're special. Okay. So, let's get a code going. 05. But it is funny just how many people we have with the beginning of the letter K. Like, if you said, like, oh, what's, like, a common first letter name? I wouldn't say K, you know. 05190212, that should do. So here we go. Oh! We can pin comments? Oh, that's genius! How much space does that take up, though? Okay. That's not too bad. That's not too bad. I can still see plenty of chat. Oh, no, that's fine. Oh, Kramin, thank you. You're a legend. Okay, that's good to know, because then if you're not here, I can do that. But yeah, Kramin, my phone died, and so I can't use the spreadsheet. It's very annoying. Good thing I finished the old spreadsheet Areno. Hey, because otherwise that would be something. So we just need Tenchi, right? Tenchi hasn't gone back to mobile tethering, have you, Tenchi? Okay. Okay. Well, anyway, Kramin, hi, welcome, because it's been a few days. Lovely to see you. I hope that your weekend and past few days has been very, very good. I have been playing Luigi's Mansion a bunch, and using a lot of desktop versions of things instead of apps. It sucks. A lot of websites really, like, a lot of, like, websites for these apps are really bad. A lot of these apps are so much better. Okay. Yuxi, you guys know this. Don't use ground moves because it has levitate. Stick to dark, ghost, and bug, okay? Dark and ghost are good because they have the defense lowering, like, side effects of the max moves. You guys know all this, like, you know. But obviously it's one of those things where if we have, like, an all-physical team but max darkness, then max flutterby is actually perhaps better, and you guys know all this. Right, Lampant does have a bug move, and Skittersmack's kind of useful, so I'm going to go with it. Otherwise, these are terrible, but Cherim with Sunny Day could maybe come in play. Shade Van Fan, hello. So as we are all getting settled in, so many people have said hi today. If everyone who had said hi today liked the video right now, or checked if they liked the video right now, and then like it if they haven't, that would be so, so helpful, and it would be amazing. And it would help out the channel a lot, and I would really appreciate it. I have no way to check all my metrics now, because I don't have a phone. Well, no, I do. I could probably check the metrics on the website, but I don't have a comparative way to check the metrics. Right, Wheezing loves Harry. My Lotix Melons. Hi, lovely to see you. It's been so long. How are you, Jade? Good to see you. Okay, hang on. So, Pangoro's definitely, like, the best one here, so we want to go to the right. And then at the end, there is Dreadnought who has Skittersmack. So, should we go right? Oh, and Morpeko. Oh, no, it's Chargebug. For a second, I was like, wait, is that a Morpeko? Because Morpeko kind of has, like, a slightly roundish, squarish look, but it's Chargebug. But yeah, there we go. Let's see. Kramin has just been busy. Yeah, a bunch of you guys have real jobs, unlike me. And to be honest, with the strike and everything, I hardly have a job right now. Okie doke. So, an electric current runs across the battlefield. Okay, so I am gonna burn this thing. And Jill, welcome back. Hello. I was going to talk about my appointment in a second. So good timing. But yes, lovely. Oh my gosh, so many people here. Please all click like on the video if you haven't. But yes, so what was I going to say though? Oh yeah, so for those who were here yesterday and saw me get my shiny Theramosa. You may have also known that I said I had a doctor's appointment today. Nothing especially wrong or anything. I just had, it was kind of like just a year ago, I did like a, you know, sort of a physical, and they say you do like an annual physical, and even though I feel fine, it's like, you know, there are a lot of people who, I mean, you know, there are a lot of people where something could be wrong with them and they don't really know, and maybe you need, like, more rigorous tests for that kind of a thing, like, you know, rather than just, like, blood work and a pee sample. But nevertheless, it's not a bad thing to just do a checkup, just check that your numbers are all, you know, maybe there's, like, a nutrient I'm not eating enough of, who knows. Max Lightning, very, very frightening me. Well, it's not frightening me, though, because that's a terrible move to use on a Cherrim. But yeah, so I'm just doing my, funnily enough, I think oh no, because the sun's up, so Thunder's not very good. But funnily enough, I was going to say, if we didn't have the sun up, like, electric would probably be better than a hydro pump, maybe, just, like, it depends how much extra power, the electric terrain gives, so maybe it's about equal, but yeah, anyway, Bug. Yeah, but no, so I did the appointment, so again, just kind of like routine stuff, basically, and like I sort of said like about like 10 days to 2 weeks ago that I'd sort of had like some weird stomach thing. I think I know what that's about. I won't waffle on about that, but basically that's cleared up and it's fine. I kind of had wondered if that was just some like temporary blip, and I believe it to be. But no, so the physical was fine. I was literally like in and out in like 10, like I was out like 10 minutes after my appointment started. Like, it was very quick. Anyway, I don't think do we want Charger Bug for like special attack boosting? Probably not. Okay, we're gonna get Pangoro and like Dreadnought, right? So maybe what we could have, maybe we could have like Pink Urchin and Luxray be our... Okay, yeah, so if we go for Pangoro and then Dreadnought, maybe if we have Luxray switch for the Pangoro, right? And then we'll have Pink Urchin switch for Dreadnought. Does that sound okay? This way we would get a Dynamax Dark move from Pangoro, and then Pink Urchin can, like, Dynamax against the Dreadnought, and that'll be, like, super duper mega effective, and Lightning and Thunder will have 100% accuracy. Thunderbolt and Lightning, very, very frightening me. But does that sound okay? Because Pangoro is going to be better than Dreadnought. And then the rest of us can just use, like, Skitter Smack, and... Like, Cherrim can get the sun up to help Pangoro, and then, like, Dreadnought and Lampant can, like, Skitter Smack to, you know, like, lower its special attack and stuff like that. That's my theory, my game theory. Okay. So, Tenchi is going to use Jack Black. Feel the legend of the Kung Fu Panda! Yes, exactly. That's the plan. Jockey Chicken! Or Chicken Jockey! Guys, I know memes. Anyway, Bark. Okay, let's see what we've got. Hang on, I'm just going to check chat for a sec, because loads of people are talking today. Let's see what we've got. What's the current hunt? Ooh, okay, so my current tickets, Jade, are for, we've got Yuxi, Thunderous, and Kartana. And this current Dynamax adventure right now is a Yuxi. So, and then overall, so when you know, I don't know when we last saw you specifically, but at the beginning of the Strike streams, and you were kind of there more near the beginning, I originally had like 24. If you can remember like the last stuff we were hunting for, let me know and I can figure out roughly how long ago it was. But basically though, I originally had like 24 Pokemon that I was hunting for. You know, like I began with like Mewtwo, Zapdos, Heatran. And basically I now have... Oh, actually, no, I need to think about this for a sec, don't I? Do I have... I think I've gotten... I think it's like 15 of them, I might want to say. I think it might be like... No. Hang on. I need to think about this for a sec. Yeah, I think it's 15 of them. I think we've got 9 left now. Because I got one last night, is the thing. So that's why I'm a bit like, wait, how many do I have left? No, Lampant, little buddy, no. No. And then, oh, Crammon said, good luck to any students going into finals. Yes, good luck with exams. Always wishing people good luck with their exams. So, okay, hang on, let me scroll back down now. I need to cheer you guys on. 2, 4, 6, 8. Ooh. My heart there didn't feel great. What? That was weird. That was like some weird indigestion thing, I think. Yeah, so basically, Lily, so basically, the thing with Scepter, right? So you know how, like, we're doing a Dynamax adventure right now, right? Like, we're facing against Pangoro. But sometimes there might be, and we're going to go against Yuxi, okay? But sometimes people in chat may want to do their own Dynamax adventure together, but for, like, a different Pokemon, one that I don't need, right? Like, sometimes there are Pokemon where we hunt for them a bit, and then I get them as shiny. So I get them as shiny, but chat still needs them. So chat kind of works out like, hey, does anyone need Reshiram? Like, Bo got Reshiram a long time ago, but I still need it. So people will do their own separate Dynamax adventure, a Scepter separate Dynamax adventure. So Tenchi, and then but Lara Thierry, hi, welcome. So many people are here today. Oh my gosh. But then basically, so if people are doing their own separate Dynamax adventure though, Lily, it's very confusing if they're all writing in the chat about saying, like, we should go to the left, or we should go to the right, or we should pick this Pokemon, or we should pick that Pokemon. Because it's very confusing if I'm like, you know, I'm like looking at the gameplay and then looking at the chat and I'm making sure the tech's all okay and everything. If I'm doing that and I see people saying like, oh, let's go to the left or something like that, if they're not talking about my Dynamax adventure, that's just like really confusing. So basically, if people start their comments with Scepter, if people, like, you know, have a comment in chat that has this weird word that's written in all capital letters, it's just a very easy way for me to be able to see. Like, if I quickly look over at chat and I see that weird combination of letters, it's a way for me to know, okay, I can ignore that and I can look at the things between it. So, because, yeah, because basically it's like, if I've got, like, a Reshiram, you know, I got Reshiram a few months ago, so it's like, well, I'm not gonna, like, keep doing a load of Reshiram raids, like, what, you know, sort of, why would I have got it? If this was something more personal, like, between friends or something, it is, but it's like, you know, but I only have so much time, and I have so many Pokemon I still want to get, so eventually, in time, you know, eventually in time, maybe I could, like, help out other people, but right here, right now, that ain't really feasible or on the books or anything. I tell you what, I'm gonna try and go with an Inferno. I know it's, like, highly inaccurate, but the thing is, like, I don't really have a whole lot out. Like, Skittersmack is useless against Dreadnought. Burning Jealousy could maybe work, but, like, it would have to use, like, Max Steel Spike or something like that, I think, for Burning Jealousy to work. So Inferno is weirdly my most reliable and helpful move here. DKGKB, oh my gosh, hello. Welcome. So many people are chatting today. I need to scroll up. Of course, the one day where we're like, oh, I've discovered pinned tweets. Like, well, I don't need to be able to see every last comment possible. And then here we are now needing to see every last comment possible. Okay. So, let's see. Gage, you joined one of these streams when Tornadus was on the list. So I think that was like earlier. That was definitely like earlier in the year, Tornadus, I think. I can't think how long ago Tornadus was. Because didn't that, like, replace Reshiram, I feel? I want to say it, like, replaced, like, Reshiram was around a sort of a Reshiram-ish time. Gotta think, who did we have, like, alongside with... We had, like, Blacephalon, Tornadus, and... blank. Some kind of psychic type, right? Well done, everyone. Okay, so Pincurchin. So Pincurchin, I think that's you, Damien, right? So Damien, Pincurchin, please make sure you switch to this Dreadnought, because that'll be a good switch. And then we should be good. Earlier I was like, so if you tell me when you remember stuff, like I might remember when the legendary was from. And it's like, what about Thunderous? It's like, I can't remember. Oh no, what about Tornadus? I can't remember. Okay. So, I can remember stuff. Okay, so we had, like, Mewtwo, Zapdos, and Heatran, and then we got Mewtwo. And then I believe we added in, like, Dialga, right? So then it was, like, Dialga, Heatran, and Zapdos. Could have been something else instead of Dialga, but, like, Dialga might have been, like, the one afterwards. But Dialga was, like, either the you know, first replacement or the one after the first replacement. Zapdos was the second one we got. Third. Oh, now hang on. Now I'm starting to forget stuff. I know we got Solgaleo and Lunala. I think they might have been 3 and 4. Although, why do I feel like there was something else that was like 3 and 4? But I think like Solgaleo and Lunala. Solgaleo. No, hang on. What? Hang on. No. There was something. No. Ooh. No, I think it was like Solgaleo, then Heatran, and then we got like Lunala, and then right, Skittersmack. So yes, Sunny Day, Skittersmacks, and Max Darknesses, please. Kevin, I've been here since Bo hunted the legendary known as Warrior with Koi. Yes, Lily did ask earlier about how long have I been, or no, how long has the Dynamax Adventure streams been going on for? So with the exception of the 3 Dynamax Adventures I randomly did, not last December, but the one before, the actual Strike streams I've been doing since the 2nd of August last year. So we're now over 9 months into this. Oh, Cherim, hang in there, old buddy, old pal. I remember at some point we were hunting all steel legendaries. So was that Solgaleo, Dialga, Heatran, right? That must have been Solgaleo, Dialga, Heatran. Yeah, in retrospect, I would have, like... if I could have just picked any legendary at any point, I would have, like, paced them out better or had less type overlap and stuff like that. Because, like, there were times where we had, like, a lot of dragons in one go. And I would have spread out the dragons so we, like, had 1 or 2 more nearer the end or whatever. You know, I would have made it so when we had, like, 10 left, there was more than 1 dragon. But, oh well. Well done, everyone. Very nice work. Oh, come on! What is up with poor Cherim? Poor Cherim. So, yo. Yeah, on Lara did the flag. I'm glad someone did. And Sky did the flag. Right, Skittersmack. This is also really annoying. We got a KO just because we're, like, nerfing this thing so much here. We're really just, like, holding it back. There we go. Nice. And then... Come on, we're just, like, another... There we go. So there's a special defense down. And then... Skittersmack. Maybe we could... I might go for, like, a Burning Jealousy here, just because we've got all the special defense drops. And we've got the sun up, so... I'm going to go for that. Oh, Swift. But we can shake it off. There we go. Excellent. Leftovers. You like it. YouTube limited certain brands from using that flag? What? That sounds kind of wild. It's a fairly... what is the phrase I'm looking for here? Fairly, like, innocent flag. Fairly inoffensive flag, I would say. I think maybe inoffensive was the word I was looking for. I feel like there was, like, some other word that I was going to go for, but... Anyway. Right, Skittersmack. Nice. And then this... Burning Jealousy! There we go. And then... So close... Kadoosh! Well done, everyone! So, stars and sparkles, sparkles and stars. We did it! Well done, everyone. Very nice work. Very nice work indeed. Excellent work. We want to catch everything. You don't have to keep them, but always catch them. Ash, catch them. Team 1, well done. That was very fun. Stars and sparkles, sparkles and stars. Wish Team 1 good luck. And Team 2, hang on, I'm gonna use the pinned comment. Team 2, hang on. Team 2 is gonna be Kartana with Skywatcher, Onlera, and Gage. So please come on down. Unless you're already in the unless you're already in a scepter, but like if you're not in a scepter, like hurry up. Or if you are in a scepter, hurry up. So Charger Bug is a no. Pangoro is a Pangor no. Dreadnought is not shiny either. Dang. And then finally, so I'm just checking chat for a second here because I just want to make sure. That everyone's all on board and everything. Will we get the Golden Yuxi? Oh, it's a Bluesky. Oh, never mind. Okay, so no sparkles there, no sparkles there, no sparkles there, and no sparkles there. Oh, but we do have a timid Charger Bug. He's very easily spooked. So I'll go with that. Why not? So there we go. So right. So there we go. Lovely. Okay, so Team 2. Sky, Onlera, and Gage. Please make sure you're connected to the YCOM, and then please come on down. Bow! So let's do this thing. I don't think I've really done that much in these streams, and I probably should have, but oh well, if you've never seen the animation before. Right, so let's anyway embark upon another Dynamax adventure. You guys are going to select anything goes, but I'm going to select Kartana, because Gage, that's the one you can do, correct? And it's what Kramen said and everything else. Okay, so, here we go. Here we go, here we go, here we go, go. So, we're going to go 05190234. There we go, lovely. Oh yeah, I was just going to say about my doctor's appointment. No, it all went fine, in and out very quickly, nothing was weird. I actually have put on a little bit of weight in the past year, which is nice, because I've always sort of struggled with weight. But I have to make sure I then don't put on a bunch, say, like next year, because then I could be, that could then be like, hang on, wait, something's going in the wrong direction here. But I've always struggled with like being underweight, so the fact I like put on some weight is a good thing. It kind of means I'm like eating regularly, and given I haven't had much money in the last year, I have been worried sometimes, like, am I eating enough? And the answer is, yeah, I think I am. Everyone's in. Okay, so Kartana is super duper mega weak to fire types, like the Lampant we just had. And also to fighting moves. Special attacks are preferred over physical, and watch out for its stab, high critical hit Leaf Blade, which is very dangerous. You guys know all this, though, so let's go! And then, let's see what we got. Okay, Dracloak has a fire move, but not the kind of fire move we need. I'm going to go with Electabuzz because it has Helping Hand, and like a Helping-handed fire move can like take out Kartana in one hit. Like if we just get one good... Oh, we could go for Emolga for like electric strats. We could have like electric strats until we get a fire type. But no. Oh dear. Oh dear. I mean, Dracloak does resist Leaf Blade, as does Maractus. Oh, these are terrible. These are terrible. But yeah, so I put on a bit of weight. My blood pressure was good, because, guys, I hate having my blood pressure taken. I don't mind the actual... Hang on, did we see any fire types or fire moves? I'm a bit worried. Hang on, Vikavolt and Marshtomp. Oh, okay. Altaria on the right does have a fire move, so let's go with that. Yeah, okay, Altaria on the right does have a fire move. I don't think there's anything else. Maybe we should do Miltank, because we can get a blue moo, and that's always fun. But yeah, do we just want to fudge this so that, like, Skywatcher can get the Altaria? Does that sound okay? But yeah, no, my blood pressure was good, though, which I was relieved about, because there was one time... there was one time I took it for a thing, and it was, like, supposedly a bit high. And then last year when I took it, I think that was like with the dentist when they had like crummy blood pressure things. I'm like, why am I getting my blood pressure at the dentist? And they just do all kinds of weird, annoying stuff. Oh, okay. What move do I want to use? Okay, I'm gonna just use max strike here, rather than max voltage. If it sets up an electric terrain, I might switch to max voltage, but I don't want to do it whilst there's no terrain up. So, yeah, the machine usually doesn't work, and it just tries multiple times. It hurts. On Lara, yeah, so on Lara, I had an experience where I went to the dentist. I think it was when I was getting my tooth removed last year, and, like, they took it, like, 4 times, and it just didn't work. And I said, like, I had my blood pressure taken by the doctor a week ago, and it was, like, 120/80. Is that okay? I'm pretty sure I'm fine. And they were just like, yeah, it's fine. Like, but it was so annoying. So I don't mind the machine too much. It is a little bit uncomfortable, but it's just, but the thing for me is that I'm like one of those really nervous people where it's just like, as soon as it's like, right, count your heart rate or count your blood pressure or whatever, it like always like jumps up. And I just kind of like, no, like I get nervous and I panic and I hate it, you know? So... I'm always afraid, like, I'm going to get a high number, but it's not really reflective, like, because I promise I'm quite chill in real life, you know, sort of thing. But anyway, bark. So, you know, but, I don't like the blood pressure thing. I've just had instances where, yeah, it, like, doesn't read it properly, or isn't taken properly, or whatever. It has to be taken multiple times. I hate it. But yeah, no, today I had, like, a 110/70, which I think is, like, the lowest that I can remember having. Not necessarily the lowest I've ever had, but it's definitely the lowest I can, like, remember having. Yeah, had my blood drawn, so I got a big, like, well, not a Band-Aid, but, you know, like the cotton swabby thing taped to my arm, or whatever. That's all good. Luckily, I managed to time peeing well. I drank a ton last night. I then did a pee when I woke up. And then, luckily, I had enough left in the tank to then go once I was at the doctor's, but not so much that I really desperately needed to go that second time. But, like, it's really hard not being able to eat or drink, because they're like, oh, don't eat or drink in the morning. And it's like, but that's really hard, though. Like, you know, so I basically didn't eat until, like, or drink any, like, eating I can do for not a long time. But, like, drinking, like, just not even having water, like, my throat felt a little bit... like dry and stuff this morning. I hate that. As a voice actor, I drink like a lot of water. So I have had a lot of food now to like make up for the fact that I didn't have food. But yeah. I are on the side of having to go really badly since it's hard to go on command. I am a person, like, back in England, I would have been okay with it, because in England, I just needed the toilet all the time. But now that I live in, like, a warmer place where, like, the water I drink actually gets used for stuff, you know, I can't just, like, pee on command as much and stuff anymore. Luckily, I remember, like, last year, or there was something where I had to do, like, a pee sample, and I was a bit like, oh, crud, I should have, I should have, like, not gone to the toilet before I left the house, or something like that. No, I think there was a time I went to the toilet, and I just did it so automatically, and it was about, like, half an hour before I left the house, and I was like, oh, dude, like, you should have tried to hold that in, you know. But I suppose what you could do is if you ever really needed to go when you got there, you could be like, hey, can you get my pee cup ready now? And I'm going to give this to you now. Because I can't hold this in whilst you're, like, you know, hitting my stomach with a hammer or whatever you're doing. But yeah. But, can you imagine putting that on your resume? What, just about, like, in England I used to pee a lot, but now I don't? I I'm going to help out Sandslash here. I'm hoping Sandslash is going to just go straight for the ice move here. In today's episodes of Strike Streams, well, no, I mean, the P streams, Strike Streams, I mean, emphasis on the streaming part today. But yes. It's not actually gauze, I don't think. It is just more like... Because, like, gauze, I don't think... I don't know, this is more, like, cottony than gauze. I think it is just, like, a cotton ball. Because I was going to say gauze, but then I was like, actually, no, I don't think this is gauze. I don't really know the definite distinction between gauze and other non-gauze things, but I don't think it's gauze. I think it is just, like, a cotton ball. Let's just see what everyone else said. Hang on. Let's see. Hang on. Okay, just going back to on Lara talking about blood pressure, because that's like about a point where I like had to scroll back to, but yeah, that I did read. You had to do a drug test for the new job, and waiting for your turn was rough, but it meant there was no delay once you're called. Okay, that's good. Why should we give you the job? I can pee on command, Jill says. You're hired. Well done, everyone, by the way. Very nice work. That was quick. I kind of walked through that. Did we hit it with the ice move? I presume we did. 2 steaks, a sourdough milkshake. I wish I could afford that. Here's the thing. If I had my appointment later in the day, I was kind of close to Wendy's. Like, my doctor is, like, kind of close to Wendy's, or at least closer to the Wendy's than my house is. So Altaria for Sandslash. Sorry, Altaria Sandslash, Altaria Sandslash, Altaria Sandslash 07. Good job, buddy. But we're going to get rid of Sandslash now, because Altaria is good for this. There we go. Love it. But yeah, sorry, got busy talking about urination and stuff. No, Wendy's. But no, so I was close to the Wendy's, so if it had been more... Do we want to go for a Selgor? Oh no, or Miltank. We could go for a Selgor or a Miltank. A Selgor would be easier to beat, probably. I'm going to pick the Miltank just because the Blue Moo. But if we go for a Selgor, then it's totally fine. Here's the thing, Miltank can't... Well, actually, no. Miltank can use Play Rough, which is a bit dangerous for Drakloak, I guess. But it's fine. It's fine. A fast food restaurant being close to a doctor. How American. In fairness to America, I think it's more just, like, being in a big city kind of thing. In a big city, like, everything is everywhere. Everything is close. In a city. So, the big udders. Oh, yeah, on Lara, you have the Blue Moo. Fair enough. Okay, I'm gonna help out Gage with some Dynamax shenanigans. Xander, who went straight to Chick-fil-A after your last checkup. That's the thing. My neck, because that's the thing, but just because I was out of there at like 10:10 in the morning, it was like, well, I can't go to Wendy's at like 10:10 in the morning. But the other thing as well is that I don't have my phone at the minute, so I can't use my app to get like reward points and stuff like that. So it's sort of less worth it in that regard as well. But maybe when I have my follow-up, like in 11 days or so, to get the results. I think that's at like 10:30. Maybe by the time I'm finished, I will get to Wendy's at a time where they start serving burgers, and then I will treat myself to a burger if I get a good result. If I get a bad result, I guess I will treat myself to a Wendy's to cheer myself up. But yeah. What's scarier than Miltank? Dynamax Miltank. Hi Kaz, welcome. Okay, I think I am just going to attack this with a rising voltage here. Because I didn't really pay attention to the numbers, but I just want to see how much more this does or whatever. Yeah, Miltank is tanky. Hopefully we're able to beat it with enough time left. With it in 3 turns, although that does look more like a quarter than a third, doesn't it? Right, here's rising voltage. Okay, that's pretty good. And then here's max Wormwind. Let's just see how much this does. Okay, yeah, no, I'm kind of glad I did rising voltage. Attack down, that's nice. Oh, max stuff. Oh, hang in there, Altaria. Sorry, we probably should have gone for the Acelgor just because we probably could have taken it out really nice and quickly and easily. So if we do mess that up, the Blue Moo! The Blue Moo! Ooh, acrobatics. It's kind of hard to know what's like, oh gosh, are we going to beat this? We need like some crits or something here, I think. Fun fact, Kevin's mum used to work for a Wendy's. Is she Mitch Flower Power? No, I'm kidding. Sorry, that's a very esoteric joke. She was the #1 employee where she worked. So did she and Squidward have a competition for like a month to get the, like, to get that? Or, I don't think we'll beat it in 3, unfortunately. Yeah. Maybe we should have gone for, like, Max Darkness, Rising Voltage strats or something like that. Maybe that would have been the better way to go. Yeah, we probably should have done, like, 3 Max Darknesses and then, like... Oh, yeah, we need, like, Dragon Pulse, not Dazzling Gleam. Oh, the terrain! Oh, the terrain! It's the terrain that did it! Oh, yeah! I forgot about we had the fairy terrain. Oh, insert closet full of alarm clocks. Yes. Yes, sorry. I forgot about that. No, we all. The terrain is terrain is something that, honestly, like, it took me such a long time to learn what the terrains do, and honestly, like, this mode is one of the things that has locked it in for me. Just like playing Pokemon like 5 days a week and like having to deal with terrain so much is the thing that has like really locked it in for me. But even then, I still just kind of like forget about it because it's just that kind of passive thing that's there. Yeah, rare down. Yeah, sorry. If I'd have really been on it there, I would have said, have Dracloak just use Max Darkness. It wouldn't do a whole load of damage, but it means that, like, Rising Voltage and Dragon Pulse. But yeah, sorry. So that Dazzling Gleam by Altaria was the right thing, for which I apologize. I was like, no. Okay. So, but here's the thing, guys, gals, and non-binary pals. This is still fine. Like, Kartana is... Like, if I Helping Hand Altaria, it's still gonna do a load of damage, so... And then when we get to turn 2, Emolga can Dynamax, and then we'll be good. So... Okay. Oh, but then Gauge makes the... See, this is the thing about terrains. Like, I do kind of know about them, but it's like in the moment you, like, forget stuff about them. And then, so then Gauge points out, but Altaria is fine because it's flying. So, yeah, Altaria is fine. It's the Dracloak who, despite its animation levitating, does not levitate, who would struggle. So, anyway. Anyway. Right. Helping Hand... That's the plan. So I'm going to Helping Hand Altaria, and then we'll carry on from there. Guys, if you have not yet liked the video, if you have not enjoyed conversations of urination, Wendy's, and forgetting about the effects of fairy terrain, then like the video now, please. Okay. So clap. Please let this heat wave actually hit. Oh dear. Okay, it is setting up with Sword Stance. That's a little bit scary. I won't lie. Shadow Ball, well done for going with special over physical. Ooh, special defense down. Oh, we might KO this in like one. We might KO this in like one turn. We genuinely might. Oh, yes, yes. What a shot. Well done, everyone. That was great. So. Stars and sparkles, sparkles and stars. If you have not liked the video, if all the urination and Wendy's and doctor's appointments and having your blood drawn and fairy terrain has not hooked you in already, surely that amazing one shot did it right there. Stars and sparkles, sparkles and stars. If you haven't, please like the video. And Team 3, which is Cac, John, Kevin, and Kiba. Cac, John, Kevin, Kiba. Then please, the 3 of you, come on down, my special K team. And how come Hydreigon doesn't learn Dark Pulse naturally? Because Gen 5 was stingy with TMs, man. But I don't know. Vikavolt, no. Altaria, no. Miltank! Oh, it's not blue. Did someone get a blue moo? Please say someone got a blue moo. But will I get a silver thinged Kartana? Oh, it's a regular Kartana. But no, okay, so no sparkles there, no sparkles there, no sparkles there, and no sparkles there. Do we have any good natures and abilities? Oh, it's my favorite, the gentle nature. It's my absolute favorite. No, here's the thing. I do like gentle as a you know, as a human nature, as a personality trait, however you wish to define it. I just hate it as an ability in Pokemon. It's so pointless. Oh, another gentle. Why are they all gentle? And then it's like this next one will be lax, won't it? Okay, it's neutral. Miltank, you're coming. We're bringing home the bacon, even though you're a cow. Not to mention the cave cabbage, stone squash, and pebble peas. If you understand that reference, kudos. There we go. Okay, so Team 3, my special K team. We're going to save K for Kartana. Come on down. So we're going to talk to the nice lady. We're going to say Thunderous Jones. He's not a Jones, though. I'm just jonesing with you guys. Right, here we go. Thunderous is 0519 and then 0252. How about that for a code? Kevin. No, I don't know. Sorry. Kevin and I have a certain rapport. So we go. Gentle and lax. They're always gentle and lax. There's like a 1 in 26 chance or whatever, 1 in 25, 1 in 26, whatever it is, 1 in 30 chance of like a nature being lax or gentle. I guess like a 1 in 15 if you then want to double it to lax and gentle, but still. What did I do? You know what you did, Kevin. Xander the Hammer. Okay, no, there we go. So, Kevin Cacjon and Kiba. Kiba Cacjon, do. There we go. Okay, what else has been... Yeah, so, but no, doctor's appointment was fine, so I'm glad that was all nice and quick and easy. Nice and quick and easy. So yeah, hopefully you just want to get the results back, everything's good, but... Again, it's just one of those things where I'm sort of at an age / getting to an age, I don't really know... You know, but like where you can kind of have something and it can kind of happen suddenly and it can be bad. And do you mind if I talk to you guys like for real, for one, you know, no like anyway bark or any nonsense? Oh, Kiba's waiting for the last spot. Interesting. Well, it does mean that you have the power. But no, do you mind if I be real with you guys for a sec? Because no, it's just, you know, sort of just... A really annoying thing about like life and society. Oh, Thunderous. He's an annoying fellow, flying and electric type. That means he's only weak to ice and rock, so we may need to look for things defensively. The lightning rod ability, such as Manectric or Cantonian Raichu, are like the best things ever, and ground types are brilliant as well. But obviously the electric resistant trio of dragon, grass, and other electric types can be really helpful in a pinch if options are limited. It knows Sludge Wave for poison spread damage, does not have any flying moves, and then it has Rain Dance, Weather Ball, and Thunder for 100% accurate thunders and water type weather balls. If we change the weather with Max Hailstorm or Max Rockfall to Hail or Sandstorm, watch out that it can use those weather balls as well, particularly the ice one. The ice one is very dangerous, so rock is marginally better than ice. Let's do this. No. So basically, guys, gals, non-binary pals. We've got 2 ground types. That's a good start. But no. And if you haven't liked the video, please do so already. No. Guys, I don't know. Let me know, because some of you are older, some of you are younger, whatever. Let me know if this is kind of the vibe that you feel, or the thing that you were kind of taught when you were a kid or whatever. Because I don't know if this is just a my family kind of thing. I don't know if this was like the age and the time and the culture that I was brought up in, or whether it's something that's still kind of relevant today. But like, when I was a kid, I think I was kind of given a sense that basically... As long as you kind of, like, live a fairly healthy life, like if you eat pretty decently and you sort of live your life, like, you know, in terms of activity pretty decently. Like, you go on walks or whatever. Like, you go on walks and you eat pretty decent and a pretty balanced diet, right? That, like, you will be... Lickitung does have an ice move, but Beheeyem does have a rock move, though, and I do need a shiny of it. Oh, there is Carkol on the right. Do we want to aim for the Carkol, I guess? I guess we want to aim for the right for the Carkol. So, here we go, I guess. Maybe we might... Well, actually, no. Do we just want to keep the Araquanid until Carkol and then switch to Carkol? Is that the plan here? I feel like that's the plan. Because, like, Araquanid is already really good against Carkol, so we may as well just keep it until Carkol. And then we've got loads of ground types who are also really good against Carkol, and I feel like I'm saying Carkol a lot, and I apologize. Okay, I'm going to Darkest Lariat, because we do have some special attackers, so why not? But did you guys... Okay, so Tenchi says yes to this. But guys, please let me know this. But were you basically given the impression when you were a kid that just, like, if you ate sort of pretty decently and if you were, like, pretty decently active, that, like, you didn't do anything too much of anything in excess, and you did a lot of things in, like, moderation, that basically you would be fine? That basically, kind of this idea that people who get... I don't know, people who get sick or have things wrong with them kind of have, like not lived their life in a good enough way. Like, that's kind of the vibe I always got. And I know that there are certain things that are exceptions to that. You know, like, sort of more like chronic disease type things. Like, that was just like a bad lottery kind of type thing. And obviously, like, you know, say if you're born without legs or something like that, it's like that's obviously no one's fault. But there are but things like cancer. I think when I was a kid, I thought cancer was something that only really happened to people who were unhealthy. Because, like, liver cancer was for alcoholics, and lung cancer was for people who smoked, or people who spent a lot of time in places where people smoked, right? Like, that was the kind of the vibe I got. So, Jill, 90s baby, 100% raised on that motto as well. On Lara, yes, there's definitely that vibe, which isn't really fair since things like cancer. And exactly, and that's the thing about cancer, that, like, kind of, that as adults, and if you're, like, you know, like, if there are any kids and teenagers here, the thing about cancer is, like, cancer can come for all of us. Yes, things like lung cancer and, like, liver cancer do happen to people who smoke and drink, but, like, cancer just strikes all kinds of people really randomly, and it's cruel, and it's unfair, and it's horrible, and it's a little bit scary. And I don't mean to say that to alarm you all. Please do not go away from this having, like, existential crises and worrying about getting sick. But I just say it because do the healthy things, but do also monitor your body, and do go for, like, your doctor's checkups and your annual physicals and stuff like that, okay? Because when you because these things can, like, happen, and... wait, hang on, who Kevin! Wait, Kevin disconnected? Oh, hang on, has Kevin been in chat? Oh, dear. Oh, dear. Kevin, I was the same... Kevin said 2 minutes ago, I was the same, but I thought you just ate healthy and exercise, and that's all you'd ever need. Okay, so we want to go to the right here for the Sceptile, but then we can go for the Carkol, and then... Oh, gosh. Okay, this is still fine. Okay, Kiba. Oh, no, actually, Actually, no, this is fine. No, this is fine. I was gonna say Kiba may need to do some kind of double switch, but Sceptile would actually be okay to have on our team. So, basically... Yes, Sceptile would be okay on our team. The only problem is now our Dynamax order is going to be messed up, isn't it? Okay, so is Kiba now our third place Dynamax? Okay, whatever, it doesn't matter. Kiba. Sorry. So yeah, Kiba, you don't need to double switch. It's fine. Because basically, as long as Sean... or Scene, as we like to call him here at Beauvo Games, as long as Scene has either the Lickitung or the Sceptile, that's fine. So basically, if as long as you do get rid of Araquanid for the Carkol, we should be good here. Right, Breaking Swipe. Okay, that kind of sucks just because we are relying on a lot of physical attacks here, so that sucks. Let's just see. Hang on. Oh yeah, Kevin's in the multiverse now. Oh yeah, we do need to call it that, don't we? We do need to say, like, whoever disconnects, we need to say they're in the multiverse now. Or just we're in the multiverse now, because I like that, Jill. I like that. Okay. I'm also worried we're not going to be able to beat this in 3 turns now that it's lowered our attack with Breaking Swipe. But here we go. We'll find out. But let's see. Hang on a sec. Kieran, you hate smoking. No, I mean, that's one nice thing that kind of, I think, seems to have kind of stuck around since, like, I was growing up with, like, younger people, that kind of, like, the stigma against smoking. And I don't like sort of creating stigmas against a lot of things. A lot of things are just, like, personal choice, freedom and stuff, but smoking really is one that it's like, yeah, but can we get rid of that, though? Because it's just, it's not good. Okay. Yeah, Kevin didn't even realize that we'd all been switched out. That's really funny. Okay, so let's see this. Oh, Sky sent this earlier, but don't think you saw. Have you heard that Sesame Street is coming? Yes, I saw it. Yes, Netflix have, like, saved Sesame Street. They've arranged a deal where it's still going to be on PBS, but it's also going to be on Netflix as well. So that's really cool, because it means that if you want to watch it at any time you like, you got Netflix, and if you like watching it at certain times of the day, or just kind of like, I'll see what's on, and like, there's Sesame Street, you got PBS. It's great. So thank you to Netflix. Again, I know there's a lot of stuff that Netflix do that people don't like, and that's totally fair and cool, but I think this is a good thing. So well done Netflix, pat on the back. You know, people will get their dues when they get their dues. Their dues. So yeah. Let's just see, 2468, that was feeble, not great. On Lara, against smoking, yes, but kids don't realize how bad vaping is to them. But they're, funnily enough, you did. It's funny, on Lara did put, like, a correction, but not on the word vaping. So I don't know if on Lara realized that typo as well, but it's quite a funny typo. Anyway, Buck, and I don't mean to call you out for your typo, it's just if I'd have read out your thing without altering it myself, that just would have been really funny. it just reads really funny, so it's just a funny typo. I do apologize. But let's see. And it's so new that Body's having stacked up enough to just show just how bad it is. Yeah, vaping, like, I don't know. Basically, we just kind of need to, I don't know, kind of kick smoking and its alternatives, I feel. Right, oh, sugar, sorry. I was supposed to do a quick B button, but... Okay, Scene did not do a switch, but as long as Kiba, as long as Kiba does a switch here for the Carkol, then we should be fine. And then we should be good. Because at the very least, Lickitung can use Blizzard. It might get a cheap freeze, so... And then Kevin did a typo of the typo, which is funny. I knew something was wrong when I saw Bo use Max Guard. Oh, God. Oh, so Kevin, did you, like... Oh, so did you, like, disconnect, like, mid-battle? Like, did I Dynamax, but then, like... But then you disconnected? Oh, that must have been so weird. Oh, that must have been so weird. Sorry. Again, please, when I do point out typos, please don't think I'm, like, critiquing your typing skills. Again, I type on a laptop at, like, a weird, awkward angle. I've got a bad eye. Like, I make a bunch of typos nowadays when I type on keyboards. But it's just funny when they're typos that, like, just create funny, incorrect things. Like, so, yeah. That Bo is imposter. Yeah, you should have known when he went to the nuclear shut-off button and didn't shut it off. But yeah, all your names are the same, but you're suddenly stupid. Suddenly stupid. But yeah. No, so... okay, well, good to know that there was that weird kind of consensus of just kind of like... you know, like, oh, well, if you just do healthy stuff, like, you'll be healthy. And I don't say that to scare people, but I just say it to kind of like realize how precious life is a bit more, you know, sort of realize the preciousness of life a bit more, value people who are still here. I had a friend today, one of my friends from school and from football, when I used to play football. He did a post, I saw a post on Instagram, it was a picture of his dad. I thought it was going to be him saying, like, oh, happy birthday to my dad, or something like that, because I recognized it. I was like, oh, that's his dad. I saw, like, the name in the picture at the same time. I was like, oh, that's his dad. And then I read the caption, and his dad had died. And it's really sad. And, like, I you know, I don't remember his dad, like, loads and loads and loads from, like, football and stuff like that, but I remember him, I remembered his face, and, you know, and, like, he's gone now, and can't imagine he would have been, like, that old. You know, and then just speaking of like healthy people who get things, you know, because again, one of the things that did kind of get to me in the past few years. So Cuba, switch of the cargo before I get serious again. Cuba, do 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 do. On there, plenty of people have forgotten that cigarettes are also pitched as healthier when they're first getting popular. I know, I was gonna say that about how, you know, because I was going to say, like, cigarettes are kind of, you know, sort of, like, they're just bad and, like, people should get rid of them. But the reason they kind of did stick around for a while is because they were, like, initially pitched as this, like, healthy thing. So then it's kind of like, then there's, like, a culture. Again, for those who don't know, although this is kind of one of those, like, quite famous things, but you can find clips of, like, the Flintstones advertising cigarettes as like their sponsor. Like Fred Flintstone and Barney are like lounging back and smoking, like, oh, Fred, I'm gonna grab a smoke, Fred. Like, you know, like and like they're smoking, and it's really weird, and like oh, I like my Laramies, Fred. Like, it's, you know, it's weird, man, it's weird. So yeah, right, so Cubic, oh wait, hang on, oh, but Scene is gonna be using Blizzard, okay, so, and then Kevin, you remember as a restaurant there being smoking and non-smoking sections in restaurants, an important plot point of the classic movie Mrs. Doubtfire, like, yeah, you know, because it's been a long time in the UK, they've had the smoking ban for a long time. But yeah, I remember, like, you know, my uncle owned a pub, and I remember going into it as a kid, and it, like, smelling of smoke, you know. But then now there's, like, the smoking ban, and, oh, Blizzard, more like a wizard. Scene, you missed, how did you miss? He's 2 feet in front of you. Right, I'm going to Darkest Lariat, lower that special defense, use your Scald if you've got it, and Rock Slide if you don't. And, here we go. We're in trouble with the rain. Yes and no. Yes and no. Mostly yes, but yes and no. I'm gonna say. It's mostly a yes. I don't really... the reasons of why it's a no aren't really coming to me, to be honest, now that I've said it. I think usually when it's raining, it's, like, not as bad a thing, but it powers up... That was one of the things I was thinking of, though. It powers up the Skull. So... And maybe Lickitung might even use a Muddy Water. Who knows? Max Lightning, very, very frightening. Oh, Lickitung hung in there! Yes! But Kevin beat the Thunderous in the Multiverse of Madness. It's the same stigma around HIV, AIDS, and how stereotypes made it awful. Yeah, that was... yeah, the HIV, AIDS thing. Again, yeah, you know, that was just sort of... I mean, don't get me wrong, it's kind of, like, there is that element of it where, like, yes, technically, you can sort of prevent or reduce the spreading of it and stuff like that, but it's still something where it's, like, just asking people to not... is not really a feasible thing, and so, you know, like, and there was a lot of, like, unknowns back in... There were, like, so many unknowns when all that, like, first happened and stuff. That so much stigma was just kind of came out of the unknown, and there was just a lot of, like, bad stuff politically where people didn't, like, act on it or kind of, like, joined in on the stigma, and, like, it wasn't good. And but again, yeah, there are just a lot of things, and then that's kind of like a weird thing where, yeah, you know, so, like, people can kind of get sick, like, very sick, where it's, like, not really their fault, or actually just not their fault, not even not really their fault, just not their fault. And And yeah, but again, when you grow up in a culture of like, oh well, if you eat healthy and you do this and you do that, you'll be healthy, and if you don't, it's kind of your own fault. Like stars and sparkles, sparkles and stars, everyone, and then we'll figure out Team 4 and 5 in a second. But yeah, so when you kind of grow up in that kind of like culture and with that kind of like mental mindset to like health and wellness, you know, if you do start getting sick, or there are these things that kind of come for you one way or another. And oh no, I was going to say this a second ago, but you know, one of the things that kind of I think it has impacted me was the death of like friend and VO peer Billy Kometz. You know, he was just sort of this like young, healthy dude who just kind of in like a matter of months just went from kind of being okay to dead, and that's pretty alarming. You know, there are other people who sometimes die at like an age that you can consider young, and you could say, oh well, they blah 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 this, or oh they blah 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 that, but like he had cancer. He look at pictures of him, look at videos of him, you would not look at him and think like, oh yeah, he'd get cancer, like what, you know, like, so yeah, you know, so it's, even though I feel fine, you know, it's why it's like, yeah, I gotta make sure I do these like annual checkups, or at least say like kind of close to annual. So yeah. And yeah, health struggles with moral failings. Yeah, that's another thing. Yeah. That's a very silly thing. Right. Okay. Right, Lickitung is a no. Sceptile is a no. Carcoal is a no. Thunderous is also a no. Dang. I didn't even do my slightly purple Thunderous. I thought if I snuck up on it, we'd get it. But oh well. Sorry. Hair got in my mouth. Right, no sparkles there, no sparkles there, no sparkles there, and no sparkles there. Let's see if we got any good natures, abilities. An adamant Sceptile. And a modest Carcoal. Well, we gotta go the modest Carcoal. That's too easy. Okay. So, we like to judge people for being sick when more times than it's not their fault or in their control. I know, exactly. And it's just kind of, you know. And it's just disappointing, and I hope we're able to, like, grow out of it. But it's just hard, though, because, like, the sort of messaging and media narratives that are out there are sort of so stacked against us. Those who know, who want to spread this message, our vehicles for spreading these messages are so few and far between, and the things that spread the opposite messages of the things that people need to know are kind of out there in full force, and it's just very hard. It's probably a good reminder that corporate media sucks, and to find some good, solid, independent media, because corporate media is if you think of yourself as just a regular, hardworking person, corporate media is not your friend. Just gonna say that. That's also been very relevant the past few days and few weeks and few months as well. That has become very evident. Right, anyway, sorry, getting a little bit worked up today. The blood pressure, no, my low blood pressure, it's going to be back up. Right, welcome back. Sorry, getting a bit emotional almost as well. Would you like to keep a record of where you found Thunderous this time? Yes, I would. Right, so let's figure out, guys, gals, non-binary pals, we have, I'm going to test this out. Hang on, let's see if this works. But both Fox News told me they always tell the truth. They never lie, lol. Kevin, don't you know that they're an entertainment company? That's what they always say in court. Sorry, but again, I'm just going to hold my hands up here. I've always heard that in like the court, court and stuff, they say that they're entertainment and that people should not be expected to believe them. That's what I've heard. If that is wrong, I will happily retract that. But I don't have my phone to Google it today. I will Google it and I'll come back tomorrow with the results. But anyway, Bug. But yeah. Gage, I wouldn't worry about that Nintendo thing too much. I think I think they're kind of playing chicken a little bit, because you've sort of mentioned that before. I think it's kind of something that they're saying, and I think it's a little bit kind of covering their backs / empty threats, because I don't think it's something that they legally could probably like maybe an incident will happen and some legal case will kick off, but I mean, unless you're planning to like hack up a storm or something, I wouldn't worry about it. But yeah. Okay. Anyway, Bark. So sorry. Anyway, here's the strike thing. Oh yeah, that is. I think on Lara you phrased what I said better. Where their legal defense is that no reasonable person would like take some of their programs and points as like actual news and actual facts. So yeah, that's the thing. That's the one I was looking for. Okay. So anyway, Bark. So anyway, sorry. I will just post that again because I've updated Nightbot. I've actually updated the template now to kind of combine the like wildcard tickets and the template into one. So what you guys are going to do in a second when I say ready, set, bow is you're going to say strike the number of times you've played, and then you're going to let me know what your tickets are. This is going to be deciding the tickets, okay? If you have none of the tickets, just say none. But yeah, my current tickets are for, with the numbers are dwindling down now, Tapu Bulu, Nihilego, Buzzwole, Celesteela, Guzzlord, and or Stack Attacker. I'm just realizing how empty this list could be getting for on Lara. Ready, set, bow, let me know. And here we go. But yes, so but no, but even so, but actually, just outside of Kevin's, sort of joke there, that's not even who I'm singularly having a go with. Like, they are not who I am singularly aiming my focus at there. Like, I'm not just alluding to that. I'm alluding to even the quote-unquote centrist news outlets and stuff, which just I'm really fed up with these. Like, they're not. They're really not. Like a load of things that people say are like center and left are not as center or left as people say they are, and it just really bugs me. It really bugs me. And they're kind of like really showing like their sort of cruel and vindictive streaks right now, and how willing they are to just blatantly ignore things that should not be ignored. And again, it's just, if you think of yourself as a regular person, a hardworking, decent regular person who just needs to pay for like their home or rent and groceries and wants to be able to do a nice thing every once in a while and live the American dream, the corporate media is just not your friend for that, because they will ignore the things that are actually important to you and not tell you the truths that you need to know. And it's just been really getting to me. Right, anyway. So let's see. Oh, a lot of people can do Guzzlord. Okay, hang how many people have we got here? Hang on. Onlara, Sky, Kiba, that's 3. And then Kevin, Kieran, Kiba, that's 4. And then Cac, John... Sorry, what? 4? 6? Let's see. Oh, okay, hang on. Oh, hang on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, looks like we have 6 people here. So what we could do... Okay, could we maybe do like a Guzzlord with Kevin? Could we maybe do like a Guzzlord with Kevin? And then we could have like, say, Kiba and Cac John join us for that. So we could have, again, it's a special K team. But if we had like Kevin, Keeper, and Cac John, I think that is the team we literally just had. I'm suddenly aware of this point. But and then maybe we could aim for like a sort of Onlara, Sky, and Kieran one afterwards for like Nihilego or something like that. If that's, unless Jill gets home by the time that ends, and then maybe we need to do some random number generation. But does that sound okay? So we'll have like the special K team for Guzzlord. Kevin, you can give us a Guzzlord code. So it's going to be Kevin, Cac, John, and Kiba, okay? For Guzzlord, because I feel like it's been a few days since we... Onlara can't do Nihilego either. Oh. Okay. Yeah. Yeah, you did get on. See, this is where I forget who has what sometimes. I know you don't. I know you can't do Stack Attacker. Gosh, hang on Lara. Can I just ask, of my 6 things or 5 things or however many I have, what ones can you actually You can do Tapu Bulu, right? You can do Buzzwole. You can do Celesteela. It's those three, isn't it? If I've remembered right. Cool, man. Yeah. Hello. Welcome. Bulu, Celesteela, and Buzzwole are the ones you still need. Hang on a minute. Okay. Oh, hang on. Change places. Maybe. Okay. Because of this scenario, why don't we have Kevin do Buzzwole? Why don't we have, and then Sky could host Guzzlord. So why don't we have like Kevin on Lara, and why don't we have Kevin on Lara and Kieran for Buzzwole, and then like Skykeeper and Guzzlord, Skykeeper and Cac John for Guzzlord. Does that sound okay? Sorry, I know a lot of people are here, and maybe Cool Man might want to play, and Jill probably will want to play, and then this is going to be very awkward, isn't it? We have so many people here today. Please like the video if you haven't already. Like, if we're having this many people here, we need to be liking the video. I'll just say that much. Because I like, it's nice. It's nice when there's loads of people here. I mean, it is a shame if people have to miss out, but when you just play with like the same 4 people over and over and just sort of sub them out, and everyone's like, I'm a strike 4, it's a little bit. Yeah, so Cool Man, but I apologize. I'm not like having a go at you there. Like, dang it, Cool Man, why did you have to show up? I don't mean it like that. Oh, you're playing Stardew. Okay. Well, anyway, so for now, does that sound like so on Lara, Kevin, and Kieran for Buzzwole? Does that sound okay? Sorry, because I want to make sure on Lara can still play. But okay, so if that sounds like a plan, please make sure you're connected on the Ycom. Oh, Kevin. Oh, hang on. I'm going to do a disconnect and a reconnect because of Kevin, just in case, okay? And maybe you guys might want to do this too, just in case. Like, so, and maybe Kevin's game does just say local communication now, but if it says online, just make sure you've done a disconnect and a reconnect, okay? So let's talk to the nice lady. We're going to say anything goes. Dang, we were doing really well for time, but then I think we've lost some time now. Okay. So we'll wait for Kevin for a code. I can have a few guesses as to at least 4 of the numbers. The sort of thing that will be together. Oh, there we go. 0907 and then 0519. There we go. Okay. But I do apologize for that. Thank you. I will be a second. Oh, if this was Kieran, I should have waited a few seconds to let Kieran get in the lobby, because then you're better for science the earlier you are, the more likely you are to be okay to science. But oh well. I really like the vest. So here we go. Team 4, Boswell, Kevin on Lara, Kieran, say yo. And then Team 5 we kind of half locked you in, but obviously if people do come along, we may need to change things. Okay. Oh gosh. Oh, so a Buzzwole is very weak to flying, and then fire, theory, and psychic. Okay. I'm going to go with Toxtricity just because it has special moves and it resists bug and fighting. Cramorant does resist them as well, but just Toxtricity is special, and special is better than physical. Ugh, I had to breathe there. This is for Buzzwole now. And this is Kevin on Lara and Kieran. We'll try and do Guzzlord in like 20 minutes. It's just, I needed to switch things around, and Kevin needs to leave in like 20 minutes. And so it's just the easiest way to we had 6 people. The easiest way to do those 6 was to get Kevin hosting one now. And Kevin had tickets that were good for people. But so did Sky technically. But anyway, Buck. So this is the buzz. The buzz. Right, okay. Relicanth. Okay. Roselia does have extra sensory, and there is Salazzle to the right, so I'm thinking going to the right is the better thing. Persimmon does have acrobatics, I will just say that. Oh, and then there is a flying type in Xatu. Xatu's very good. Now, okay. We'll have to check who can go which direction. If we can get Xatu, maybe we might want... I think we probably want the Salazzle instead of the Persimmon. I know I said Persimmon has acrobatics, and I think it does, but it is physical, so it's like not going to do that much damage. Whereas like Salazzle with a special fire move, I think will do more damage. Oh yeah, I'll get rid of the pinned message now, just because. And Xander, I do appreciate you putting your message, but I won't bother pinning it, just because obviously it's a commentary on the current team. So we don't need to like scroll back for it in like 20 minutes. But yeah. Right, acrobatics, and yeah, Emolga is, although Emolga is like a physical flyer, it's like stab physical flying, which is good, so. Right, Max Mindstorm! Kieran, when you're joining in on, like, wildcard, if you're joining in on wildcards, feel free to remind me to, like, hold up a second to like let you in, because I will happily go in like 4th place instead of you, because I don't often get to Dynamax for the boss Pokemon, so I only get to do that in wildcards. So right, here we go. But yeah, guys, I am on a bit of a weird sort of bout of shiny luck, even though I've also like had some like shiny droughts recently. When the luck has come through, it really has come through. But basically, in like less than a month, we've had Blacephalon, Xurkitree, and Pheromosa, including our first 2 wild cards, which is, to quote my friend Ryan Bartley, wild. Oh, who's switching? Are we gonna switch? That is the question. Because do we need to switch? I mean, maybe Vikavolt could for, like, health reasons. Maybe, but we are going against a Salazzle net. Then again, I would say Roselia with full health is better than Vikavolt with half health. So, against Salazzle. And Roselia does have extra sensory, which is super effective against Salazzle. Oh, that is if we are going against Salazzle. We'll need to check... No, I think... Okay, because we have the choice between Salazzle and Persimmon, I do think Salazzle's better. We do have science. We have technology. On Lara, you could science here if you like, to see if you can get something better for a Salazzle. A grass type with a psychic move is pretty good, but yeah, you're going for it. Wheezing. Okay, that's actually not bad against a Buzzwole. So yeah, I'll take that. That's fine. And by I'll take that, I mean on Lara I'll take that. But you know what I mean. Okay, so then the question is, who's going to take Salazzle? Who's going to take Xatu? Basically, who's better against a I'm better against a Xatu, aren't I? So maybe we want to get rid of a Raquanid here. If we get rid of a Raquanid, then that could be the better thing. So that's my theory, my game theory. And yeah. Remember, abilities mean nothing now. I know, but that is good when we're going against an Ultra Beast. So, and in fairness, I don't think our abilities, like, actually, what ability does Toxtricity have in this mode? Is it static or? The Salazzle has corrosion, so that's actually a good thing to like get rid of. Emolga has static, doesn't it? So that maybe could play into things. Oh, it hangs in there. And then Araquanid has Water Absorb, like mainly for entrainment strats. On Lara, I am Wheezing, destroyer of abilities. Love it. So yeah, exactly. Salazzle can't poison, Wheezing, or Toxtricity here. So that's actually like a good thing in a way. Defense down. No, okay, fine. How did we not get like half of its health done there? I don't know. Right, Rising Voltage. Mulika Rising Voltage. Good. And then Max Flare. Mulika Max Hair. It's going to be some neutral damage. Oh, gosh. Oh, because we had the sun up. That's why. Here comes the sun. Do-do-do-do. Oh, dear Arceus, no. Right, here's the stun shock. Can we get some paralysis this time, please? It would be helpful. Oh, come on! Wheezing could be using Heat Wave for... Oh, no. Salazzle's a fire type. Never mind, ignore me, I'm being a ding-dong. I was going to say, the sun is up, so sun time, fun time. But actually, hang on a sec. No, Dark Pulse is still marginally stronger. But... not by much, though. Funnily enough, a Heat Wave in the sun and a Dark Pulse are very similarly damaged. Like, do a similar amount of damage. I'll just say that. Lost to 50-50 twice in a row. Ugh. It tried to poison Toxtricity. I know! It actually did! And then it didn't work, which is good. So, I know, I was thinking, like, oh my gosh. Right, well done, everyone. And if it were stab, yeah, if it was stab, it would have been better. But as a non-stab move goes, it's fine. Right, yeah. So we'll get rid of Salazzle. No, we'll bring in Salazzle. Get rid of Araquanid. Dang it, why is that Kirby so... Like, I haven't... How long has it been since I last watched that show? Like, probably like 15 years or something? But it's still there. It's a catchy song, dang it. Okay, so Xatu is to the left. From the makers of Zar 1 comes Xatu. Okay. So here we go. Onlara may get where that joke kind of originates from. I don't think anyone else in chat will know, but Onlara might. Okay, it's not Disney, though. I'm just going to go Wise Glasses. Yeah, I'm going to go Wise Glasses. Sorry, just laughing at Zarda's comment. I can't quite remember the exact voice, so I'm not gonna, like, try and do an impression of it. But that Kirby song is good, though. It's a really good theme song. Like, look up the... Like, seriously, after this stream ends, after Team 5, right, and we've said goodbye, look up Kirby Right Back At Ya, or Kirby Right Back At Ya. Like, is it Atcha or is it Atya? I think they say Atcha, but do they actually spell it Atcha? Kirby Right Back Atcha, like, opening theme or whatever, like, dub opening theme. It's a really catchy song. And I think I said it was a show where, like, it was a really good show, and then there was one day where I was, like, watching it, and, like, and I think my parents were kind of around or whatever, and so they, like sat around and kind of, you know, were kind of like able to like listen to this episode at least, like if not just full on watch it, and it was just like the most babyish episode for babies to have ever babied, and I was like, why is this episode on now? Like, why is this, like, I don't think I'd seen the episode before, but I was like, this episode is not representative of this show, and I hate that phenomenon. I've been trying to think up a name for it, where like when someone finally watches an episode of a television show with you, it's like a really weird episode that like breaks the norms of the episode. Had that with Toast of London as well. Like, there's the John Hamm episode, which is like a really weird episode of that. Like, that show is a weird show, but the John Hamm episode is a really weird episode that is very different from how the show regularly is. But that's like the one episode my brother watched. So then, of course, he never like then got into the show. I love how they answered how Waddle Dees eat despite having no mouths. And then Kevin, you still love the episode where the town folks had to create their own Kirby TV show. My favorite creating their own TV show is the Futurama one, where they're single female lawyer. I think that episode of Futurama. Sorry, I'm changing the subject. That episode of Futurama has one of my favorite lines in it, and I think about it every time I see like a job on like. Or if I hit one, actually no, I've never like been on Fiverr, but if I hear about jobs on like Fiverr, or you just see these like ads for cheap voiceover jobs online and stuff like that, right? But Futurama has this line where they're making this TV show, and they get like 2 pages into the script or so, and then Leela turns to Fry, who had written the script, and she's like, Fry, like there's no more pages, and like where's the rest of the script? And Fry's like Fry, this is all there is. And then Fry's like, well, it took an hour to write, I thought it would take an hour to read. And I always think of that when people sort of ask about voiceover. They're like, oh, I have a 30-second voiceover. I have a 30-second long voiceover, and I would like to pay like $10 for it. And it's like, well, it doesn't take me... Sorry, I took way too long to decide there. Any one of us were fine taking it there. Maybe I shouldn't have, but sorry, I was meant to. No. Well done for following the rule of if someone doesn't take it, throw your hat in the ring. It's fine. But like, yeah, but I love that line because it's so true, guys. Like you see people like we say things, or people sort of go, oh, we've got this voiceover, it's da-da-da, how much would you charge? And then you're like, well, this is like the standard industry rate for it. And they're like, oh, I was thinking like, and then it's like some 2-digit number, and then it's like, well, no, sorry. Because it's like that's just not enough. It takes way more work. Like recording like a 30-second commercial, like a typical voiceover session for like a 30-second commercial, they will book you for like an hour, and they might not use the whole hour, but they can easily take like half an hour for like a 30-second commercial, because you want to play around and do a bunch of different readings, and then you got to like edit the file and play it back and check it's good, and then send it off, and then you got to edit it for the file. Like it's just it's way more. Like a 30-second voiceover does not just take 30 seconds to do. And so, again, like if you take all the voice clips, if anyone ever like data mines the voices of a character, and then you put all the clips together, it's probably only like a few minutes of content, but obviously it doesn't take only a few minutes to record all that, but people don't get that. And so I love that line from Futurama, and I love it more and more as I've gotten deeper into this industry, because it's just like, well, it took an hour to write, I thought it'd take an hour to read. And you do get some people who, when they talk to you, like they approach you about potentially doing work, I genuinely think that's like what they think. So yeah, stars and sparkles, sparkles and stars. Let's see if we can get Buzzwall. On Lara, learn that the hard way when you were in a commercial as a kid. Took ages to film. The commercial was only a few lines long. Yeah, right, exactly. And it's like a taping of a TV show. It's an afternoon. Like it's like an afternoon of like doing it and stuff like that. Like yeah. So, Roselia is a no-zelia. Salazzle is a no. Salazzle's so tall. Xatu is a no. That looks pretty normal to me, despite having a very similar show. Also, yeah, are we really going to just glaze over the fact that On Lara just talked about being in a commercial? Apparently we are, because did we get the Mario and Luigi Super Swole Saga? No. Dang, that would have been funny, though. Okay. You're in 2? The dang adults couldn't manage their lines. That's often the way it goes. This is why I do a type of acting where I don't need to remember lines. But no, okay, so Roselia's a no-zelia, so no sparkles, no sparkles, no sparkles. Do we have any good natures and abilities? I always say natures and abilities. It's never the ability, it's always the nature. Xatu is neutral. I guess I'll take that. But yeah, there we go. Ah, never mind. Okay, so chat, my lovely chat. So could we... Xander, you remember a history teacher in high school that you had was in commercials, and one day he showed our class which ones he was in. Wow. Shouldn't we be learning about the Civil War or something? Shut up! I'm eating my... I'm drinking my soda. Like, to camera. Anyway. Okay, one was for college and the other was for a new Coldstone town. The one we didn't get paid, but got free ice cream. Okay, well, that's something at least. Okay. So anyway, Bark. So let's see what we've got here. So chat, could you let me know, strike the number of times you've played and let me know your tickets, Tapu Bulu. I think we should, well, let me know about Guzzlord, but if any of you, if there's anyone who's entered the chat, anyone who can play, we'll probably go for Guzzlord. Maybe say as well if you can do Guzzlord, so like let me know your tickets and then let me know if you can do Guzzlord. Ready, set, bow, here we go. But yeah, just we'll try and stick to the Guzzlord plan, but I just need to see who's here and who's available, and if Guzzlord is definitely still okay. Because we did have people enter the chat who sometimes have played with us. So your grandmother used to work for a local news station, so she sometimes heard when they needed kids. Oh, that makes sense. Cool, man. Yeah, just choked on Twizzlers. Oh no, don't do that. Sorry, I'm now just picturing Onlara in a commercial for Twizzlers. Twizzlers, don't choke on them. Okay. Like, who came up with that catchphrase? How did this catchphrase make it to commercial? Okay. Right. So yeah, Cacjon is good. Kiba. So we've got Cacjon, Kiba, and then hopefully Sky. And then you might have been in another for a bus system. Oh, that's pretty nifty. Do, baby stink breath. I always think of that when I think of like kids being in commercials. But yeah. So if Sky has Guzzlord. Okay, so if that sounds good. So can we do Sky, Kiba, and Cacjon for the Guzzlord, and then that'll be good. And then that'll round out things nicely. So, Sky, if you would happily get a code going, make sure you're connected to the YCOM. That's for all of you, not just Sky. But then we'll talk to the nice scientist lady. And then I'm going to say anything goes, and so should you if you're not Sky. Oh, cool. Oh, cool man, yeah, can play. Oh, okay. So, hang on a sec. We might need to switch out either Kiba or Cacjon for Cool Man Yeah. Because Cool Man Yeah can play. So, so hang on. What we're going to do is... Hang on. We're going to go... hang on. I need to go, like... this, hopefully. Okay, so Nightbot is going to pick who our final team member is, okay? So this is going to be Sky, Cool Man, yeah, and then Kiba or Cacjon, okay? So maybe I'll see if... No, Cool Man, yeah, you have not played, so you should play. But let's see who we've got. And the others could maybe do a Scepter as well. It's Cacjon! So this is Cacjon, Cool Man, yeah, and Sky. Okay, I'll try and put a note in the template. I'll see if there's extra room. I'll put a note in the template about I don't know, letting sort of if you don't have a ticket, whatever or something. I'll see if there's space, but I don't think there was much space left is the problem. So I just have to remember that a bit more. But yeah, so I do apologize. So So Cool Man, yeah, Sky and Cacjon, please come on down. Right, 05190644. That's the code. Ready, set, bow. Here we go. So there we go. So I am in. Like some kind of weird amphibious dolphin. Sorry, just having a sip of water. Apologies for being quiet for a few awkward seconds there. So we got Cacjon, and then we just need Cool Man, yeah. What else was I thinking? Corporate media sucks. Cancer sucks. Being not nice to people when they announce they have cancer sucks. And I think that was pretty much everything on my list. Yeah. Cancer does really suck. But again, it's just this annoying thing where, you know, you can kind of do everything right and it can still, you know, get people, and I hate it. So I really do hope that we get to some point someday where there's just either some kind of test that is just so simple and easy and whatever, and that's like cheap and affordable, and that you can basically, you know, it's just all a thing we do once a day or once a week or once a month or whatever, and or that there's some kind of like cancer treatment or preventative type thing that we all just take all the time, and then it basically just cures you like instantly kind of thing, so that even if you did have a cancer start to develop and you didn't even know it, it's fine because you'd be taking that little cancer thing like, oh, I'm eating my cancer candy, that, you know, it's like, oh, you just yummy cancer candy that just eradicates all cancer in your body, even if it's only just started. I hope we get to that point someday, even if it's a life I don't get to live. Right, okay. Guzzlord is weak to Fury, and then Bug, Dragon, Ice, and Fighting. So Orbital's potentially kind of good. Who has cancer? I mean, a lot of people. We were just talking about it more generally because of like a variety of things. Like I had my annual physical today, and although I feel fine and good and stuff like that, it's just, you know, I'm just doing it just to, you know, check that things are okay, because you can never, you might have something wrong with you and you not really know it, and we kind of just were talking about that earlier. We talked about Billy Komet, if you know Billy Komet. He was someone who just kind of out of nowhere had cancer, even though he's like a pretty healthy, normal dude. Joe Biden yesterday announced his cancer, and yes, like he's in his 80s, but it also still seems to have kind of come out of nowhere rather aggressively and stuff like that. Left is good because of Mr. Mime. So, actually, no, better than that, Clefable even, sorry. So, yeah, Clefable. So, Onlera, you're a cancer survivor. Did you say that earlier on, Lara? Because if you missed that, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry if, like, pinning comments and just having more people in chat here meant that I missed that. And sorry if you have said that before, because now I'm like, wait, have you said that before? And it just flew out of my head. I do apologize. Right, I am going to go with Psychic. Why does this thing have Psybeam? Like, if you have Psychic and Psyshock, I understand that. Psykick and Psybeam, though, I think that Psybeam has to be one of the weirdest moves in this mode after Belch. Ovarian in 2019, damn. Well, on Lara, I feel quite confident here in saying that I feel confident in saying I speak for all of us here when I say I'm really glad that you're still here with us. And, like, well done, that's amazing. We love you very much, on Lara. So, yeah. Right, Poison Jab. And if I forget that again, or something like that, or if I somehow end up forgetting that, oh my god. But I think that's kind of probably locked into my brain now. But if you have ever mentioned that before, I'm so sorry if that has kind of bypassed my brain. If I got caught up in my own little world of playing Pokemon and trying to read a bajillion messages and all this other stuff. Right. So. Alright, here's the Max Mindstorm. Kudaj. Sorry, went all quiet there. Sorry, today's had some more serious moments to it, hasn't it? But, right, Water Pulse, nice. But, you know, okay, so if we go for Clefable, sorry, we do actually need to strategize a little bit, don't we? If we go for Clefable, maybe if we have Clefable in 4th place, whoever 4th place is, because Clefable is a fairy, so that's like super duper mega effective. And then I don't know who is in the 3rd row, but then we can see if there's like a dragon, ice, fighting, or bug later on. Charger Bug is a bug without a bug move, so I don't think we want to switch for this. Unless we do it as like, oh, well, it's got the battery ability or something like that. But, right. There we go. Right. I'm interested in what's going to be on the 3rd row. Yeah, I think the team we've got is still pretty solid. Like, if we switch Vaporeon for the Clefable, no, then I think that'll be okay. And then, yeah. Charger Bug without Bug, so it's just Charger. Exactly. No, defensively it is still a bug type. But no, Clefable's good. And then who have we got? We've got Torkoal, Dubwool. Technically Dubwool could be okay. Maybe we could go for the Dubwool just because we have more special moves than physical. I didn't really get a look at what the Pokemon on like the left was. If it was like a Sceptile or something, that does have like Breaking Swipe and X-Scissor, so like Breaking Swipe's a really good move. So if we had something like a Sceptile, that could be good, but I didn't see what it was. On Lara, please enjoy dinner with your folks. Hopefully we see you around soon. I mean, we know you're busy, but we'll see you when we see you. And good luck in all things shiny. Right, Gravitas. Let's use our Gravitas. This means we can't make any silly anyway bark jokes or anything. We have to use our Gravitas here. But I feel we're saying Gravitas because I keep saying the word arse, which is kind of weird and awkward. So, ta-ta for now. Right. But yeah, Orbeetle having Psybeam. It just kind of doesn't make... I think it's one of the most redundant moves in this mode. I think it's one of the most pointless or weird or redundant moves in this mode. So, right, Ironhead, go watch Judge Dredd, it is so awesome, but the Carl Urban one, please, from 2012. Okay, it's a good movie. Right, sorry, I need to stop, like, sort of saying a thing and then being like, right, like 10 seconds later. But you've run out of conversation topics, because you killed the mood with serious conversations about wellness and everything else. But yeah, it's funny. So next week I've got like a dental cleaning on Wednesday, and then a doctor's thing on like the doctor follow up on Friday. So hopefully, but hopefully everything's all good, both in my mouth and in my body and mouth. Which your mouth is part of your body. When will governments learn that? But who knows? Okay. Oh, I'm beginning to get kind of hungry because I've eaten my meals in like a weird order today because of the not being able to eat breakfast today until after the doctor appointment thingy. Right, follow me. Oh no, guys, all our attacks are now going to hit Clefable. Right, there we go. Ironhead, very nice. And then Gravitas. You love to see it. And then Water Pulse, very good. And then you treat me like a stranger and you use play rough. It's a shame I couldn't set up a terrain with the Max Gravitar instead of Max Gravitas, because obviously if Hatterene were able to use Expanding Force, that would be way better, but oh well. Sky, you're really craving some freeze-dried Skittles. Ooh. I've only had them like once, but they are pretty good. Right, well done, Team 5. I feel alive. So who's taking this? So this is for 4th place, isn't it? Which is Vaporeon. Because this is a fairy type. So we want a fairy type in 4th place for Guzzlord. And that means Vaporeon. So, cool, man. Yeah, that's you. You're the one. You're the chosen one. Do it, cool, man. Yeah. But, you know, well done, Vaporeon. 07 to Vaporeon. But yeah, let's have a look at what we got here. I'm thinking either Dubwool or the grass type. Torkoal is like kind of super effective against a bunch of stuff. Oh, it's Gloom. Oh, Gloom's not that good. Oh no, actually Gloom does have Moonblast. Gloom does have Moonblast, so I am going to select Gloom. If we end up picking Dubwool, that's fine, but Gloom does have Moonblast, and maybe Cacjon could switch for it. And then Cacjon would have something super effective. Plus, like, Gloom is, you know, it's kind of weak and whatever, so it should go down in 3 turns. But yeah. Right, okay. So here we go. My name is Bo. Do. Right, here we go. Oh, it's shuddered. That means we better KO it quickly then. Should I use Psybeam or Psychic? Like, I'm also going to use Psychic. Right. Seriously, Psybeam. Why do they have Psybeam? That makes no sense. There's no... There's like no... It's basically just like a weaker Psychic. It can cause confusion. That's all it's got going for it. It can cause confusion instead of like special defense down. That is the difference, I guess. But like, that's just such a like weak difference. At least with like Burning Jealousy and Inferno, it's like there's a radical power level, but the more powerful one is like less accurate, but it does have the high burn chance. Like there's a difference there, but like Psychic and Psybeam, that's just so like negligible. Right, Psychic. Oh no. Getting sleepy. No, I'm not sleepy, but I'm tired. Tired, but not sleepy. Right. Filling the space with power. Right, Max stuff. Ooh, okay. Right, well done, everyone. See, I am actually going to go for a Psybeam here, just because it's like, oh, I'm running out of PP. But here we go. Right, here's a Steel Spike. And we did it! There we go. So, well done, Team 5! I feel alive! A Gloom of Doom. Right, so I think Cacjon, if we do like Togedemaru for Gloom here, double check that it does have Moonblast, but yeah, provided it definitely has Moonblast, I do think Togedemaru switching for this is a good idea, because I think the Guzzlord might have a ground move, and so Togedemaru's kind of in danger if it has a ground move, whereas Gloom has Moonblast, and that's very good. And then this way, we have 3 theory moves, 2 of them are stab, and then there's me with Struggle Bug, which won't do much, but I don't think we need to science here. I could science for the whimsy of it, and in fact, I am technically a psychic type as well, so maybe I should have scienced, but oh well. So, but yeah, no, I'm glad to have that doctor's appointment out the way, though. Hopefully the one next Friday will be good. Hopefully my teeth cleaning will be good. Don't really have a whole lot else going on, though, because I'm still just playing Luigi's Mansion 3. Kind of blasting through that. Definitely doing that way quicker than last time. At least I think I am. But I'm having fun with it. It's nice to be playing it again, because I've wanted to, like, do a replay of it for, like, a long time, so it's nice to finally be doing it. Because I'd originally planned on doing, like, the playthrough on stream, and then I kind of didn't for various reasons, and then the strike happened, and here we are. Like, you know, 15 shiny legendaries later. So... Right, people! Okay, here we go. As a conversation starter, Coolmania says, what are yours fave types? That's a good question, and one we've not asked for a long time. So my favourite types, personally, are Grass and Dragon, because they're like the sort of green lizardy ones. That's always... Green lizardy things are always very cool, like Sceptile and Rayquaza, and Shiny Salamence. But yeah, what are your guys' favourite types? But yeah, mine's like Grass and Dragon. I think if Dragon had kept the green logo that it had in like Pokemon Stadium in Gen 1, I think Dragon would be my favorite. But because Dragon like now has the weird blue coloring associated with it, I don't know why it's got blue. Oh no, Play Rough missed. There's 2 feet in front of you. No. But anyway, bark. But I think if Dragon had kept the green coloring that it had in Pokemon Stadium 1, I think I would... it probably would be my favorite type. But because it's like now associated with blue, it's like tied with Grass. But Grass and Dragon are my favorites. The thing about Grass... Here's the thing, though. The thing about... The thing about Grass, though... I sort of say Grass is my favorite, but the thing is, it's like... there are a lot of grass Pokemon I really love, but I think with grass types, it's one of those things where I either really love them or I'm just really not that fussed about them or whatever. Sort of thing where I kind of like don't really like them. So like, for example, like if you take Gen 1, like I love the Bulbasaur line, they're great. I'm really not that fussed though about like the Oddish families or Bellsprout families. Like Victory Bell's kind of cool, but you know, like Tangela, don't really like Tangela that much. Like, Tangela and Tangrowth are okay. I kind of like them more now, but, you know, not that fussed about them. Also, Stars and Sparkles, Sparkles and Stars. Guys, gals, non-binary pals, we did it! That is wild. Kieran likes Fairy, Dragon, Ice, Water, an Ice type of Dragon. Interesting. Sky likes Psychic, Skykick. We're going to call you Skykick now. Jill, you know how I feel about Chikorita line, but you enjoyed Grass, Dark, and Fairy types. Very true. That's a good bunch. That's a good bunch. Cacjon likes Dragon. That's why you do have the logo for it. And then Kieran likes Bug Dragon as a combination. That's pretty nifty. And then here we go. Wait, cool man. Yeah, you didn't get a Guzzlord? What do you mean? Did it like disconnect you or something? Okay, Charger Bug is a no. Clefable is a no. Gloom is a no. But will we get the orange creamsicle Guzzlord? No, it's not shiny. Okay. So no sparkles there, no sparkles there, no sparkles there, and no sparkles there. But let's just check natures and abilities and all that stuff. A brave Clefable, a Bravable. Oh, and a neutral Guzzlord. Look at that. But yeah. I'm going to go with the Charger Bug because it's neutral. I really do need to clean out those boxes kind of soon, though. Like, in the next couple of weeks. I think it would behoove me to do that. But we'll have to see. So, yeah, Sigilyph doesn't have Simple Beam. What does it have? It has, like, Air Slash, Flash Cannon, Psychic, and... Ooh. What is its other move? Doesn't it have, like, Wonder Guard or Magic Room or some just kind of, like, nonsense like that? Xatu has Simple Beam. That's who... Yeah. That's the one who has it. Right, are there any older records? I'm going to say no. I'm going to say we're good. So, chat. My lovely chat. I think I should have a nice rounded number-ish now. I'll call that rounded enough. So there we go. 4 more Beast Balls. When we get to, like, our final Ultra Beast or final Ultra Beasts, what we'll do, when we have, like, 1 Ultra Beast left, maybe we'll start using like, for every Ultra Beast that I have left, we'll have 100 balls, sort of thing. So if I have, like, say, if I end up getting, like, 105 Ultra Balls, if we have 2 Ultra Beasts left, I can use 5 on the penultimate one, and then we'll save 100 for the final one, or something like that. And then we can measure, we can, like, kind of pseudo-measure how long it takes me to get my final Ultra Beast. Maybe we could do something fun like that. Okay. Oh, Rain Dance. That's the one. That's what I'm thinking. Right, chat, my lovely chat. You guys have been absolutely fantastic. Thank you so much for joining me. So many of you came by to say hi today, and it was really nice. We talked about a few serious things, but also a few fun things. So I hope we talked about some fun things. I kind of remember the serious ones more. Right, that is all for today, though. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I'm going to play some more Luigi, provided I don't have, like, any auditions or anything like that. But I guess I need to check my email to find out. So take care, everyone. Have a wonderful rest of your day. I'll be back tomorrow, Tuesday, the 20th of May. Lots of love. Take care. See you later. Like the video. Bye-bye.